Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for taking your time to be here in another episode of Look Splendida podcast. I'm your host, Daniel. These are the last couple of years. So from the end, 2019, until now, 2022, the date of this recording. A lot of people have gone through a lot of stuff, to put it nicely. People have lost their jobs. People have left their jobs to do something else. A lot of people are still don't have any source of income. A lot of people sadly have passed away, either directly related to this pandemic or not, something to do probably with financial situation, social situation, unfortunately. And yeah, it's kind of like, it feels like a little bit like everyone for themselves, okay? Everyone is trying to survive, so to speak, and to try and find a way to either get money or to feel relevant in this world, or something else. And many people still do not know what their own path is. So what do I mean by their own path? So with the path, I mean, what are we here to do? What is our purpose? I know what my purpose is. I found out what my purpose is. And my purpose is related to communication and healing, okay? It's not something that I always knew. This is like a more recent thing. And by recent, I mean within the last 2 years. I had like many jobs. I work in the hotel industry. I worked in the online marketing industry. I worked in the travel industry. And while I had fun and I learned a lot in those positions, in those jobs, I was not satisfied. I was not satisfied with what I was doing. So I thought, like, okay, is this it? Is this important? You know, okay, so I'm here to market something online so that people can see, so that people can click, and hopefully people can buy. I'm like, is this important to, for you to be seen so that people can buy from you? And it's not just the buying from you, it's like, it's the things that you're selling. And I'm like, it's not important. It really isn't. And it wasn't important to me. And I can understand that my employers, it was important to them. But at a certain point, I was like, no, this is not what I want to do. After many years in it, in being in offices and having colleagues, sitting next to me and laughing and crying and shouting and being frustrated and being very happy. going through a lot of struggles and challenges, but it just wasn't for me. That environment, I was a little bit like saturated of it. So I thought, okay, I need to be doing something else, but I don't know what. And it was scary. It was very scary because it was like, hang on a second, I'm at this age, I should know what I want to do. But like, I was at that time where I did not want to do that. I knew that. It was like, no, definitely, I do not want to do this again. It's just like, it's taking a lot of me, and not in a good way. So I needed to figure out what to do next. And this was just before the pandemic situation started. So it was probably good timing. Because I soon find out, okay, I found an interest in spiritual things like Reiki. And I was like, okay, this is great. Doing Reiki, I love it. I love the whole thing about Reiki. I can do this because I wanted to do something that I just really wanted to help people, okay? And selling things to people, to advertise those things, to me, I didn't feel like I was helping them. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm not the right person to sell these things to them. So I thought, like, no, I really need to do something that really helps them out and makes people feel great. So I mean, great, not grey as in the color. So I invested in Reiki, invested my time in Reiki. I studied it, I've practiced it, felt great. But still wasn't enough. I felt like, okay, things weren't going forward. I understood that times were difficult. And then I got a reading, an Akashic reading. And I found out a lot about me that I didn't know, that made sense, a lot of sense. And some of the things that I found out about me and about my path, where my path lied, I was like, really? I'm not so sure about that, because I don't really like to do that. And that was communication. I always had a problem with not talking to people, but sometimes to express myself. I was like, how am I going to do this? And it was like festering in my mind as to how I was going to do that. And I was like, surely that's wrong. And I was told, no, they're never wrong. This is your path. This is what you're supposed to do. The communication and the healing. But the healing, sure, you can do the Reiki, but Reiki is not the thing that you're supposed to be doing. Where you should focus your time on is psychic mediumship. And then it kind of like, I don't know what it was. A smile, I had a big smile, as if it makes sense. Not that I have practiced psychic mediumship ever, I didn't. but I was very interested in it. And so I had other Akashic records readings sessions before, and with different people, and I was putting things together from different readings, and I was like, oh, okay, I think this makes sense. And did I do it straight away? No. Knowing myself, no. I've waited, I stalled. Why? Because I wanted to make it right. I wanted to I didn't want to be seen as a fraud. So it's not that I was scared to do it. I was scared of like doing it and not getting it right. And that's why I kind of stalled. But I was still getting these messages from people or situations where it was very clear that I should be doing that. I should be going into the psychic mediumship path. And that is a form of healing. It's a spiritual healing. And so I went into it, and it's amazing. And it feels right. Because I've done already a few psychic reading sessions, and all clients, they were very happy. A couple of them, or a few of them, were quite emotional with the readings, and that really touched me. And it's like as if your soul, your energies, whatever, it's just like everything just lit up at the same time, as if that's it. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Feels great, right? Because you're really helping them. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. That's what I need to be doing. And I haven't looked back. Sure, it's still in the beginning, but it still feels great. And who knows if this will be my path for the rest of my life? I don't know. But that's the thing. Just because like it's your path, it doesn't mean it's your path until for the rest of your life. It's part of your path, sure. And maybe in your path, you might have different things that you're supposed to do. So maybe this psychic mediumship thing that I'm doing right now, maybe it's temporary, right? And maybe I'll be doing something else later on. I don't know. But for the moment, it feels great. And it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. And just to know that I'm really helping people, it makes me really, really happy. Then I'm like, okay, I found my purpose in this world, which is to communicate with people. Obviously, I'm communicating with you through videos. I communicate with people through the psychic mediumship and the talk to heal sessions that I've got as well on my website. So this is the communication. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else regarding communication. We'll see. But I found out through an Akashic record session what my path is. You can do that as well. You can find someone who does Akashic records reading sessions. You can ask for signs from your spirit guides and ancestors, for example. And when you ask for these signs, you need to be paying attention, You can't just ask for signs and then just forget about it. No, you need to be paying attention, because the signs can come through something on TV, something you read on the newspaper, the magazine, a conversation that you hear, something that you see on the street, on the internet. It could come from anywhere, but you need to be paying attention. You need to know to identify those signals. It was like, I think I know what this is. And sometimes it's not just like once and that's it. There's a sign, boom, it's gone. It's gonna come. It's gonna come to you. Okay, different times, different kinds of signals. Okay, so you might see something on TV, and then you maybe you hear something on the radio, if you still listen to the radio, in a song that you're listening to, okay, in your MP3, in your phone, whatever, something, an article on a newspaper, on the internet. It could be a word, it could be numbers. You might start to see like a lot of numbers, and then you need to, they're called like the angelic numbers. So like 1111 or 111 or 222 or 2222, 3333, 4488, whatever combination of numbers. And you need to research into the meaning of those numbers, and there might be a message there. So you just need to pay attention to these signals from the spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, your guardian angels, archangels. Just be ready to receive them and make sure you do pay attention. So yeah, this is how you can know what your path is in life. I hope you got some valuable and interesting information from this video. And I only ask you to do 4 things before I end the video. If you can like, comment down below, okay? Subscribe to the channel and share the video, okay? It's important you share it in your, wherever you are in social media, share it with your phone contacts, with your family, colleagues, friends. Just share it, and don't forget to subscribe, obviously, because that really helps with the growth of my channel, because I really want to help out as many people as possible, because like I said, that's my path, that's where I'm at, and it's really what I want to do. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.